Hello everyone, this is going to be our Algebra 2 Spring 2021 Midterm Review for question number 3. And undoubtedly this will probably be the most watched of the 3 videos because this is the newest question to be worked on. So again, if you found this video helpful, give it a like, really appreciate it, and leave any questions or comments below. So a quadratic function has roots 8 and -4 and passes the point 5, 9. Using the algebraic method only, find the quadratic function in vertex form. So in class we were talking about how we would use what the root form of our parabola, and it kind of looked like this: y is equal to a times x minus r1 times x minus r2. Now the a value is the same a value you'd find in the quadratic expression ax squared plus bx plus c. That same number multiplying x squared. R1 and R2 are the roots. So we identify in this case that R1 is 8. They tell us that. 8. Okay. And R2 is -4. And if we had the A value, we would just plug it into our formula and leave x and y alone. But we don't. Now, that presents a problem for us because now how do we finish this up? But they gave us a point on the function 5, 9. By giving this point, it allows us to be able to plug in an x value just for one point. X value is 5 and the matching y value is 9. And that's helpful for us because then what happens is we can plug in the values and solve for a. Kind of like how we did when we found the y-intercept. When it came to find the equation of a line, we knew the slope and a point. We plugged into our formula for the equation of a line and solved for the b value. Very similar situation here. So imagine this case that your form here is y is a blank space equals a we're trying to solve for, and I use brackets. So when that's like why I use brackets for, Mr. Gong, to kind of separate things so that it's a little more organized. To remind myself which one is which. Okay. Do you have to this way? No, but it sure helps organize things. So my y value is 9. So I'm going to put 9 here because that's where y is. My x value is 5. So the x is noticed in both of the beginning parts of parentheses. So our value here is 5 and 5. R1 is 8. So that will go in the first one here, right? So that's 8. And R2 is -4. So that goes in the second one here, -4. So now what we do is we have this available to us. Now we have 9 equals a. Now 5 minus 8 is -3. And 5 minus -4 is +9. Giving us an equation of 9 is equal to -27a, or the a value is going to be -1/3. Okay, so fantastic. Now, how does it help us? Well, it gives us an opportunity to find the quadratic function, because now we'll just use the root form, leaving out leaving x and y as x and y. So now, y is equal to, and we're popping in parentheses here, okay, x minus r1, again this is how we fill this in here, x minus r2. And we're plugging in here for a, -1/3. R1 was 8, and R2 was -4. So our quadratic function can be expressed, and this is the root form, y equals -1/3 x minus 8 times x plus 4. However, we're asked to find this in vertex form. So I'll put this down here. This is the root form. Okay, and now let's do algebraically. So what we'll do here to find the vertex form, we're going to actually find the standard form next. So to do that, I'm going to distribute. And so now we're going to get y is equal to -1/3 x squared plus 4x minus 8x minus 32. Or y is equal to negative 1/3 x squared minus 4x minus 32. Now, this is not our standard form yet. Standard form usually is going to be in the form y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. So now I got to distribute the negative 1/3. So we're going to get, in this case, in the standard form, y equals negative 1/3 x squared plus 4/3 x plus 32/3. This is our standard form. But we asked to find the vertex form. Okay, well, the vertex form, when we've done this before, we use, in this case, and I'll write this down, the vertex form here, y equals a times x minus h squared plus k. This is our vertex form. Okay, now, the vertex form we found in previous problems that we use our axis symmetry, x equals negative b over 2a. And since our a value here is negative 1/3, and our b value is positive 4/3, we're going to plug into our formula here, x equals negative 4/3 over 2 times negative 1/3. Now, this gives us, in this case, negative 4/3 divided by negative 2/3. When you divide fractions, you basically keep the numerator the same, and you multiply by the reciprocal of denominator. So the negatives divide out, and we get x is equal to really 12/6, which is going to be 2. So this is our axis symmetry. And so now we got to find the matching y value. And I know students groan when they go, oh my goodness, they're looking at this here, like, oh no, this is going to be kind of not so nice to find the y value. But I can also use, instead, I don't want to use this one. I want to use this one. Now why? Because it's a lot easier to plug in, because and I can multiply by the negative 1/3 at the very end. So I'm going to plug in 2 to our root form. So y is equal to, I'll try to keep it in frame. Hopefully that's okay. So y equals negative 1/3 times 2 minus 8. I'm placing the x with 2 times 2 plus 4. Okay. See how it worked out? Basically, I used from here. I kind of plugged it all the way, plugged into here. All right. And so now I'll solve for y. I'll move this up a little bit. And so I have y equals negative 1/3 times negative 6 times 6. Now, negative 1/3 times negative 6 equals 2 times 6 equals 12. So that means the matching y value is 12 for the vertex. See, the axis symmetry tells us where the x value of the vertex will be. And we plug in the x value to our function to find matching y value. So our vertex of this quadratic function is 2, 12. Okay? Once we have that, we can plug into our formula here, and we know the a value. Remember, the a value was negative 1/3. So in our vertex form, we're plugging in our a value, so y is equal to, here's our a value, times x minus our h value, squared, plus k. All right, so a is negative 1/3. our vertex is h comma k. That's the idea. So here h is 2 and our k value is 12, giving us, in this case, the quadratic function negative 1/3 times x minus 2 squared plus 12 as our vertex form. And this is going to be our final answer. Okay, so this is the vertex form. Oddly enough, when you do all this work, you get to see all three forms: the root form, the standard form, and the vertex form. Okay? So does it mean you probably have to do all this? Yeah, probably. Yeah. To get, because you're going to find the root form, you're going to distribute and find the a and b value for the uh, for the um, for the standard form to use for your axis symmetry, and to find the vertex. Okay, so you have all the formulas here available to you and the steps involved. All right, so hopefully you would have this question will not be a problem for you guys. Okay, all right, and this is the end of our review for our Algebra 2 Spring 2021 midterm review. So thanks so much for watching. Again, please give me a like and ask any questions or leave comments in the comment section below. All right, hope this is helpful. Thanks everybody. I'll see you guys. Take care. Good luck. Good luck. All right. Have a great day.